Hello, doctor. Hello, everyone. This is Liu Junya, who is belong to Liu Junya and Qiu Tong's group. And the topic of our presentation is design and development research and ethnography research. And my part is about ethnography research. Okay, part A is features of this design. There are 5 mentions at the following. The first one is the definition of the research design. The method which I chose is ethnography research design. Ethnography is a qualitative method for collecting data, often used in the social and behavioral science. Data are collected through observations and interviews, which are then used to draw conclusions about how societies and individuals functions. And its research is usually conducted on a certain aspect that a certain culture group is interested in. For example, the victims of bullying, the bullies, and the bystanders of bullying belong to a specific cultural group. In order to clearly study the changes of these 3 groups after the emergence of bullying, it is necessary to observe and interview these specific groups, which conforms to the research premise of ethnography. Second is features of the research. There are 3 important points. So, the first one is cultural sensitivity. Ethnography focuses on a hard-to-reach group, such as on Iceland or place inhabited by ethnic minorities, which is characterized by a certain distance from today's highly modern society, such as factories, prisons, street gangs, and people with special disease whose social situation is somewhat stigmatized or surrounded by stigma. The second point is in-depth interviews. Ethnography is characterized by the open-mindedness of the study of a particular group or culture. However, this feature does not mean that its content is not rigorous. This openness is characterized by the theoretical form of the interviewee group. This case study designed the data collection techniques, the analytical tools, and a particular writing form. The third one is thick description. This involves presenting detailed and contextually rich descriptions of cultural practices and meanings, enabling readers to understand the cultural context deeply. Okay, next one is advantages and limitation of the design. So there are 5 advantages. The first one is in-depth understanding. Okay. Ethnography allows researchers to gain a deep and holistic understanding of a cultural group or community by immersing themselves in their natural environment. Third one is contextual richness. This thick description enhances the ability to comprehend the meanings embedded in the cultural context. Third one is participant observation. Actively participating in the community's daily activities enables researchers to gain a deeper understanding of social structures, relationships, and behaviors. The first one is triangulation of data. Ethnographers often use multiple data sources and methods, such as observations, interviews, and field notes to validate and enhance the reliability of their findings. Fifth one is inserter's perspective. By living and interacting within the community, ethnographers can access an inserter's perspective, uncovering implicit cultural knowledge that may not be apparent to an outsider. The limitation. There are 3 important points. The first one is subjectivity and bias. Researchers bring their own biases and subjectivity into the research process So, the researcher's interpretation of cultural practices may be influenced by personal experiences, values, and preconceptions. Next one is time consuming. Ethnographic study often requires extended periods of field work, making them time consuming and resource intensive. Third one is observer effect. So, the presence of the ethnographer in the community may influence the behavior of participants, leading to the observer effect. Participants may alter their actions or provide social desirable responses due to the awareness of being observed. The fourth one is validity and reliability issues in the research design. So I choose the word about the validity and reliability. Okay, there are three mentions as following. The first one is triangulation. Research often use multiple data sources and methods, such as observations, interviews, and field notes to validate and enhance the reliability of their findings. Second one is member check. Involving participants in the research process by seeking their feedback on interpretations and findings can enhance the validity of the research. Third one is a briefing, is long-term observation. The fourth one is audit trails. Keeping detailed records of the research process, including decision making, data collection, and analysis, allows for transparency and verification. These audit trails contribute to the reliability of the study. Okay, next one is the procedures of the research design. Yeah, they have maybe they have 8 steps, but I just write 7 steps. The first one is that define research questions. Next is literature review, then select sampling. Okay, the first one is very important, is a field investigation, and another name is a field work. Engage in participant observation by immersing yourself in the daily life of the community. This immersive approach allows the researcher to gain a deep understanding of cultural practices. Next one is data collection, data analysis, and the seventh one is validity and reliability, and then we can get a conclusion and future steps we need to do. Okay, part B, research using this design. Okay, the title of the research and the title of the article is An Ethnographic Study of a Participant Roles in School Bullying. And this is URL of the journal article, and this is abstract about this article. Okay, then this is the objectives of the research. Okay, first one is they attempted to ascertain whether they could identify and expand their understanding of participant roles through observational analysis. Second one is how participants understood these different participant roles and their causes and how they related to the social and organizational structure of the group. The third one is how the positional interact with the situational variables. The situational variables is groupings and teachers to separate or deprive bullying episodes. The first one is they attempted to investigate how stable these participant roles are between and within bullying episodes. Okay, variables involved in the study is dispositional and situational factors influencing participants' roles. Next one is the teacher's management style. And the next one is teacher personality and style impacting frequencies and types of aggression and victimization. This is a conceptual framework of the study. Yeah. Next one is the population, sample and sampling techniques used in this study. So the population is 10th grade remedial class. The sample is the 20 10th graders, and the sampling technique is a snowball sampling. How the study handled these issues are validity and reliability. So yeah, I just choose the validity and the reliability. Yeah. The analysis of a participant roles and their meanings was conducted. This is the first one, and the second one is the fluidity of a participant roles was described and analyzed. The third one is use the triangulation to improve the stability of the results by observing, analyzing, and interview content and research notes. So the data analysis employed in this study is semantic analysis and content analysis are used for data analysis in this study, and involving the process of coding. And then use peer debriefing and negative cases analysis. Okay, next one is the findings of the study. There are 4 findings about this study. The first one is identify the 4 main actor roles in school bullying: the peer victim, the peer bully, the provocative victim, and the bystander. Next one is differentiation between aggressive bullies and bully managers. The third one is roles fluctuate according to specific circumstances and contextual variables. The fourth one is teacher personality and style impacted frequencies and types of aggression and victimization. Okay, next one is the conclusion about this study. Okay, the first one is identification of participants' roles in school bullying. Next one is the differentiation between aggressive bullies and bully managers. And the last one is impact of teachers' management style on aggression and victimization. Okay, this is my presentation.
Hello everyone. We will introduce the design and development research. So it's divided into 2 parts, part A and part B. Part A, we divided it into 4 parts. First one, it's about definition of this research design. Design and development research refers to a systematic and creative process that aims to generate new knowledge, solutions, or innovations in various fields through the integration of design thinking and research methodologies. This type of research is often interdisciplinary, involving the collaboration of experts from different domains to address complex problems and create valuable outcomes. In summary, this research is a dynamic and collaborative process that combines research principles with design thinking to address real-world challenges and create innovative solutions. Approach is iterative, human-centered, and aims to have a practical impact on the world. The part 2 is about the features of this research. This research is characterized by several features that distinguish it from traditional research methodologies. These features highlight the interdisciplinary, iterative, and practical nature of the process. Here are some key characteristics: interdisciplinary collaboration, problem-centric focus, human-centered design, iterative process, creative ideation, practical applicability, prototyping and testing, mix of research methods, and so on. These characteristics collectively define the dynamic and user-focused nature of design and development research, emphasizing its commitment to addressing complex challenges through a creative and iterative process. The third is about advantages and limitation. Advantages is about innovation solutions, user-centered approach, iterative improvement, interdisciplinary collaboration, practical applicability, risk mitigation, enhanced user satisfaction, long-term impact, adaptability to change and learning opportunities, and the limitation of this design are about time-consuming, resource-intensive, subjectivity in design, uncertainty and risk, resistance to change, ethical concerns, and so on. So why should we know these advantages and limitations, which helps practitioners and researchers navigate the complexities of design and development research and make informed decisions throughout the process. The fourth is about validity and reliability. For the validity issues, it's about construct, content, external, internal, and ecological validity. For the reliability, iterator, test to retest, internal consistency, performance, reliability of prototyping tools, and consistency in data collection. If we can address these reliability and reliability issues, we require careful planning and attention to methodological rigor throughout the design and development research process. And the last one for part A is about the procedures of this research design. The procedures of this research involve a systematic and iterative process that integrates design thinking principles, research methodologies, and collaboration among interdisciplinary teams. While specific procedures may vary depending on the nature of the project, the following general steps outline a typical framework. Identify the problem or opportunity, conduct a literature review, define objectives and scope, form interdisciplinary teams, user-centered research, ideation and conceptualization, prototyping, iterative testing, and refinement. Implementation planning, evaluation and assessment, documentation, communication and dissemination, reflection and learning, skill and deployment, and continuous improvement. And for the part B, we find article about this research employing design and DDR approach in designing NGLS in teachers, pedagogy, and technology tools. And it have two tables. First one, the research purpose aims to design and develop NGLS. The purpose is also to create a pedagogical framework for teachers, pedagogy, and technology tools, and to access the usability and practicability of the framework. The goal is to provide evidence of the potential of the framework and to educate policymakers about future classroom settings and variables. It's about NGLS framework, teachers, pedagogy, technology tools, and for the conceptual framework of the study. The NGLS framework impacts teachers' pedagogy and technology tools. About the participants, Its instructors, secondary school teachers expertise in learning spaces, technology tools, curriculum, and pedagogy. The sample size is about 280 secondary school teachers using purposive sampling. The research instrument is fuzzy Delphi technique, in-depth interview, literature review, survey, case study, document reviews, and observations, and about how the study handle the issues of viability and reliability. It used diverse samples and settings to enhance external validity about the data analysis. It uses quantitative techniques, qualitative techniques, case study, interviews, document reviews, observations, and fuzzy Delphi technique. The findings of the study is about five findings. First one, touchscreen technology and wireless networks have enhanced teaching and learning. The next one, the study highlights the need for NGLS in instructors' pedagogy and technological tools. The following is teachers will be more conscious of using NGLS as new teaching and learning environments. Next one, the study aims to consolidate correct scientific ideas and consider daily applications. The last one, the study emphasizes the restructuring of ideas and the generation of new ideas. The last part, it's about the discussion, implication, and future research. The study discusses the transition from traditional to blended learning, where teachers incorporate technology tools like virtual learning platforms, for example, Zoom, Google Drive, Google Classroom, to facilitate student-centered and active learning experiences. The findings indicate the importance of alternate pedagogy, innovative learning with digital technology, and physical learning spaces to create effective NGLS. The applications of this study suggest the need for professional development programs for teachers to enhance their expertise in utilizing technology tools and designing effective learning environments. Future research could focus on exploring barriers to the adoption of technology in education, investigating effective strategies for promoting the use of electronic resources among teachers, and examining the long-term impact of NGLS on student outcomes and educational effectiveness. Okay, that's all. Thank you.